YouTube, you already know the Latin assassin himself, back one more again, doubling up on the hat trick. I just had to come with it. I just heard some stuff, that refreshed my memory on some content, and I want to drop it before, like I said, man, with this, with this political, all this content in politics, I mean, it just don't stop. Every day it's like 2, 3, 4, 5 things that I can drop a video on. But like I said, I don't want this channel to be nothing. I don't want it to be all politics. But I just dropped a sports video. I dropped something on DEI, and I got to drop this one now. I got a couple more sports videos as well. I just don't know the chain of events. How am I gonna post them yet? But this one here is, if you don't know who that is in that thumbnail, that's Congressman Jim Comer of Kentucky. He's currently the chairman of a select committee in the House who is looking into President Joe Biden and the impeachment inquiries. He's the one that's been on Fox News like crazy, talking about the FBI informant told him this and this, and he's highly credible, and it all ended up turning out to be a bunch of bull. So that, a lot of, even some Republicans that recently retired, Ken Buck out of Colorado, who said he was not going to be voting on some bullcrap social media type, not social media, excuse me. He said unconstitutional impeachment, right? He was also one, along with Gallagher and Tom McClintock from California, who voted against impeaching Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas. That just shows too, like how ignorant and dodo bird these people are. Mike Johnson is the Speaker of the House. You think he would know what his votes are if he has the votes before he puts something like impeachment or anything out there on the floor? So he puts the first one out there to impeach Alejandro Mayorkas, and they don't got the votes. 3 Republicans voted no, right? I mean, how embarrassing is that? You got an old lady like Nancy Pelosi that they talk all this shit about, but she'll run circles around that dude. You know what I'm saying? Never would put nothing on the floor if they didn't have a vote. And come after this election cycle, you'll be seeing that Hakeem Jeffries is not no fool either. Watch. The Democratic Party's got some superstars over there, some young people, right? Crockett, Garcia from California, Ocasio-Cortez. Like, a lot of people don't like her, but hey, she comes with some firepower. She has a big following as well. Jared Moskowitz from Florida, right? Eric Stallwell from California. Rep.Ken from San Jose. What's that one youngster? He's the only Gen Z. I think it was Frost. I think his last name is. Yeah, Frost. I think they got some young Democrats that are coming up, superstars, man, and they're already showing it. You know what I'm saying? Who they got on the GOP side? George Santos, who's a big old liar that they booted out. Katie Britt, who's another liar. Stupid ass people, man. I swear they got no skills whatsoever. They lie so bad they make themselves look bad. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so Comer's like this. We don't got nothing. They don't got nothing. They've been into this for 15 months. They got diddly shit, zero, nothing. And I remember seeing the videos because I wasn't really up on all the on the politics for a little minute there. You got that guy over there in Florida. He like going around Biden or Trump. And then people would say Biden, why? People would say Trump, why? And they would say Trump, but then got no reason why. They don't know, because he don't run off shit, dude. Let's be real. It's all fear mongering. It's all lies upon lies upon lies upon lies, right? I'll hit you with some facts, but I don't want to talk about him right here. We're talking about Comer, right? And Jim Jordan. They have nothing. They got nothing. They're just spending. These guys can't chew bubblegum and walk down the street at the same time. They're showing it, right? And now, after they oust McCarthy as the speaker, now they're trying to oust MaGa Mike Johnson because they put in motion a rule that one member of Congress can put paperwork in to bring it up on the floor for a vote to remove the speaker. Well, the Democrats ain't gonna remove. They need Democrat votes for that, and Democrats ain't gonna vote for it. I can 95% guarantee. But that's not what this is about. This inquiry, this impeachment bullcrap, is to try to get the American people minds off of what's really going on. The new jobs report came out, and it came out with over 500,000 new jobs, double what was expected. The last 15 out of, I think they said 14 out of 16 or 15 out of 16 or 14 out of 15 job reports have been way more than what was expected, what was reported to be expected, and it's plainly showing it's working. It took time, people. People could say, "Oh yeah, Biden got elected in 2021, 2022," but it takes time when he puts these bills come through, right? It takes time for them to start working. A lot of people forget that the inflation started because of Donald Trump and his dodo bird policies, like all these big tariffs he put on China. You didn't think China was going to turn around and make us pay for it when we get stuff from China? Come on. That's what I mean. He's a big old dummy, right? And then look what he did to the farmers. The farmers, he ran them in the dirt, and they had to be bailed out and helped out. He's a big old idiot. He everything he touches turns to shit, right? But again, it's not about him. So the last 50 million jobs, 48 million of the jobs came from the Democratic Party since 1989, right? Since the year that Ronald Reagan left, came out of office, George Bush Sr., and then it went to George Bush Sr. I believe he had the unemployment rate was like 6 or 7, right? Bill Clinton brought it down to 4 point something, right? Not Wilson, excuse me. What's his name? The son, Bush, the son, unemployment went up to 7 something, right? Obama came in, he brought it down again, right? Trump came in, he put it up higher again, right? So to say that these guys they're conservative, they don't spend money, and they this and that, and that's a crock of shit. The numbers don't lie. Facts are facts. There ain't no such thing as alternative facts. I already said this earlier, right? Biden, I think it said, I forgot what it was exactly, but it's did they say 20 quarters? Not 20 quarters. What would it? I forget. It was a high number, but it's been 4% or better, right? Trump lost 2.9 million jobs, right? Almost $9 trillion in deficit. You know what I mean? Come on, people, you wake the fuck up. This guy did shit for America. Joe Biden has the biggest infrastructure bill in history, the biggest one since who? Roosevelt, right? FDR, Roosevelt, FDR. He's got the Chips and Science Act, right? Since Eisenhower has something been done like that. American made, American built, right? All this stuff helps Americans. It doesn't say in the bill, they have to be only registered Democrats to get any assistance from these bills that we wrote into law. Look at dumbass Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Rome, Georgia, right? From her district. Lauren Boebert, right? They both voted against both of those bills, but now they're bragging about the money that they brought to their district. I mean, you can't get more dishonest than these people. These people constantly lie, constantly. I mean, just look what they do. I mean, they're talking about they're conservative, they're church-going people, they love God, and and they're in a damn movie theater, and she's got her hand on dude's junk, and he's got his hand up her shirt. You know what I mean? And they're blowing vape and all that stuff, right? And then get kicked out the movie theater talking about, you know who I am, right? And the other one, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's over there having a couple of affairs with guys that she works out with at the gym. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing about that conservative. Come on, man. Nothing about that's of God. None of that. And I don't judge people, but I'm saying I don't judge people, but I'll be damned if they're going to be. That's like, oh, yeah, they can just say whatever they want and they can't get called out on their shit. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. None of this shit they claim to be of God, Christian-like, and because God's about love, right? So these are immigrants, so you dehumanize them, you demonize them, you call them animals, right? They're animals, right? Because they're trying to come over here for a better life, just like your ancestor did. You know what I'm saying? Donald Dump. One side of your family came from Germany, the other side from Scotland. Your mother is actually an immigrant. So you're talking about immigrants, right? Two out of three of your wives are immigrants, right? You know what I'm saying? And chain migration too. Your wife now, she sponsored her mother to come over. But that's a problem. You say it's a problem though. You know what I'm saying? Unless it comes down to you. So again, we got nothing because they got nothing. They need to move on. If you're a GOP member, if you're registered as a Republican, you need to get on the phone and start complaining to your whoever your your congressman or woman is, and put complaints in for them to get their ass to work and stop fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And do things that really help Americans because they ain't doing jack shit. This is the 118th Congress. This is the shittiest Congress in the history. They should already passed through or put at least, I don't know if it's passed through, but at least should have put, passed through 200-300 bills by now. They ain't passed nothing but like 30, 40, maybe 50, right? Now they're talking about, we want to name this airport after Donald Trump. That's what's important right now? That's what's important right now, right? It's a fucking joke, man. These people are an embarrassment to their constituents. They're an embarrassment to the Constitution, let alone this country, right? To be lying, just blatant lie like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they call it gaslighting when they're trying to tell you that, no, that's not what you're really seeing. That's gaslighting, right? It's crazy. And then don't censorship don't censorship YouTube. Facebook, right? That's the First Amendment. You're blocking their First Amendment rights. No, not when it's just deliberately lies. When it's a point of view or an opinion, that's one thing. But when you're just going out there blatantly lying, and they don't want that shit on their platform. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your home. This is not that you standing at your home spewing out crap. You know what I'm saying? You're on their platform. They're allowing you to use their platform. They don't want lies on their platform. What? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Jim Jordan, you talking about, but you can't dispute the facts. Exactly, Jim Jordan. Take your own words, right? Take your own words and practice them, you hypocritical. I don't even know about that dude either, man. All these wrestlers came out saying that he threatened them and all that. Don't say nothing about that doctor that was doing weird stuff to him. If I'm not going to say he did it because I don't know. It's just their word against his. But if he did do that, you know what I'm saying? What did they allege he did? That's some sick shit. And no wonder why he supports Donald Dump. Because they're two peas in a pod. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're made in each other's images. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you're a cop and you know that a cop's being crooked and doing jacked up shit and you're not saying nothing about it. Guilty by association, right? So that's what most people would say. To say you're for law and order. Law and order. You're for law. You're the law and order candidate, right? But you're gonna be up. But you're not gonna. But you're gonna say January 6th was whatever it was. You're saying it wasn't an insurrection. Cops got hurt and nothing about that. It's just sick. It's sick shit. This dude is sick. He's got problems up here. It's all about him. Everything don't you notice that, people? Everything about him is perfect and A-OK and number one. Everything about him. But I'm gonna break it down to you guys why he hates Joe Biden so much. Not on this video, and I don't even want to talk about him no more because this video is about Comer, Congress, and what they do. Killing things right away because Donald Trump says. It shouldn't matter what Donald Trump says. You've been voted by your constituents to go into Washington, be the congressperson of that district, right? And do things to help benefit your community, your constituents, and all that. housing, medical, all that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. They're shooting down anything they got to do it. Doing for the American people. They all vote against it. It makes no sense to sit up there and say they're the ones for the middle class. They're the ones for working people. It's a freaking another blatant lie. You know what I'm saying? But the people, you guys got to hear the message. You got to hear the real facts, because what you're getting on the news is helping you to get this genuine, legit, you know what I'm saying, information, you know, and then of course on certain podcasts, you know, might be more right than center and vice versa. But I'll tell you this, most of the people that are on the left are liberals, progressive, that have podcasts. They're not wacky, way out shit like these people, these far right wingers talk. You ever notice that most of their talk, even on Fox News, every time they're talking about Democrats or something, it's spoke with hate. Like, and even look at their face, how their face looks. Like they're just disgusted. You know what I'm saying? How is that American? We're all Americans just because we don't agree with each other. You know what I mean? It's something else, man. It's something else, right? And I'm gonna tap out right now. That's all I got on this one. But like I said, I need to keep pushing out content. I need to get my numbers back how they were going, and I appreciate anybody that came and slid on by and watched. Also for dropping a comment if you end up dropping a comment, and sharing whatever perspective you may have. With that being said, Big Lou, and I'm gone.